If you're making less than 100K as a photographer, I can almost guarantee you've bought at least one of the things on this list. I know because I've watched thousands of photographers do it, and every single one thought it would fix their business, and it didn't. These purchases keeping you under 100K aren't random. They have something in common. Every one of them is designed to make you feel like a professional instead of helping you become a more profitable photographer. And listen, the photography industry is very good at selling you that feeling. I've sold over $3 million in portraits in a cornfield in central Illinois, and I didn't get there with the fanciest gear, the fanciest website, or the fanciest booking software, because I learned to guide fewer, better clients to wall art they love, which is the boutique portrait model. And the gap between where you are and where you want to be has nothing to do with the tools in your camera bag. Today, I'm walking you through 5 purchases that are quietly keeping photographers under 100K a year. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Sarah Petty, founder of the Photography Business Institute. I've run my own boutique portrait studio for 28 years, and I've helped over 33,000 photographers build profitable family-first businesses. The first purchase keeping photographers under 100K is a brand redesign or a new website. And I get it, when business feels stuck, a fresh look feels like progress. A new logo, new colors, a beautiful site. It looks like you're finally doing something. But here's what's really happening. It's kind of like you want to remodel your kitchen so you can cook and you're in your kids' room painting the baseboard. The kitchen is the thing you need to survive. The woodwork just looks nice. One feels productive and one actually feeds your family. Here's why this trap is so easy to fall into, because I've been there too. To bake a good cake, you need good ingredients, and most photographers hiring a brand designer don't even have the right ingredients yet. They often don't have clarity on their business model. They don't know who their ideal client is. They can't say what makes them different from the photographer down the street. So they hand money to a graphic designer, often a cheaper one, who takes them down the wrong path, and they hope a logo fixes what's actually a business problem. And if you just spent thousands, maybe $5,000 on a new website, here's the hard truth. A website is static. It just sits there. And you're making the assumption that the right people are going to find it, but the best clients aren't out there searching for you. They're not even looking for you. The people typing photographer near me into Google are usually price shopping, and those are the clients you likely don't want. So now you own a beautiful website and a pretty logo, and you still have to learn how to get clients to pay for all that. Your logo doesn't book clients. What you say to them does. The second purchase I see happening is one photographers get a little defensive about. And this is education that doesn't actually teach them how to run a business. I'm talking about 2 different places that look different but really are kind of the same. First, you've got national photography conferences, which are great if you're brand new. It's like a little appetizer platter, but it's full of mostly photography courses, posing workshops, lighting tutorials, and lots of products that you can buy for your photography business that still don't make you more money. Now, before you come after me, I want to be clear. If you're going to a conference for inspiration or to see new products at the trade show and just be around other photographers, that's cool. That has value and, of course, costs money. But if you're investing $2,000 a year to become a better photographer, that matters. And I love that you care about your images, but here's the trap. If you're going broke, spending money you don't have because you think you're going to come home with a business education, stop here. Even the conferences with a business track don't have a linear system. And I know because I've spoken at a lot of conferences. You have no way of knowing if the person on the stage is actually running a profitable business. They're sharing something that worked for them once, often without a strategy, and most of the time without a system behind it. Again, you're going home with a few mismatched puzzle pieces and likely more overwhelmed than when you left. Same with photography education. A posing course makes you a better photographer. It doesn't change what you earn. Here's how you tell the 2 apart. A photography course makes you better behind the camera. A business program changes what you make. They almost never come from the same person. In fact, I've watched a lot of talented photo educators get asked by their students to teach business, which makes sense, right? They learn photography, they have a skill, and now they want to make money. So the educator tries it for a round or two, but then they quietly stop offering it. You can see it on their website, closed, not open for enrollment right now, because getting real results for photographers in business is incredibly hard if you haven't already done it yourself, and if you haven't spent years road testing it with dozens, if not thousands, of photographers. So when you're handing someone your money, I'd ask this one question. Is this person profitable? Not just talented, but profitable, because most businesses compete with someone charging less. As photographers, we compete with free because everyone has a digital camera. They have a phone camera in their pocket, which is so good. And the marketing tactics that work in other industries seriously fall apart in ours. So you need someone who's profitable, but someone who's already solved that exact problem. Listen, when you're under 100K per year in your business, you don't need more pieces. You need an entire system. And listen, I believe you should consider investing at least as much in your business, learning to run your business, as you're learning to take better photos, or that you're investing in gear. The third purchase is one photographers rarely question, and that is all of the editing software, presets, retouching shortcuts. You know what I'm talking about. And I think photographers are trying to buy confidence. They love the photography parts. They pour money into it. But some of the most talented photographers I know can't make any money. And I will die on that hill, because an overwhelmed client doesn't buy. So when you overshoot, you over-edit, you hand your client a gallery of 80 to hundreds of images, they freeze. They can't decide, so they don't. The photographers making real money flip that completely. They spend their energy before this session, not after it. They plan exactly what the client will buy before they pick up the camera, and that serves the client. Then they're shooting for that plan. They stop when they have what they need, and they outsource the editing when they become busy. A lot of us are also using AI tools more and more to automate our editing. That's not where the money is made. It's in shooting more sessions, marketing to get more clients, and selling to make sure you're getting a higher average order. That's where the money comes from, not in production work. By the way, if this is landing for you, subscribe to my free weekly newsletter, which is a 5-minute quick read. It's got simple, practical ideas, strategies, and tactics just like this to grow your portrait business. So grab the link in the description and sign up for that really quickly. The fourth purchase is one that feels the most legitimate. Fancy CRM software, online booking tools, professional workflow systems. I get it, all of it. Two photographers who are making under 100K per year buy these things to signal that they're a professional, to both to themselves and to others. But a booking system doesn't book clients. You do. When you're starting out, or maybe you're making 10, 50, 80 grand a year, literally a free Google spreadsheet can track everything you need. Keep your costs as low as possible, because expense creep is real. $40 a month here, $70 a month here, $12.99 a month, and suddenly you're paying for a stack of software that isn't booking you a single client. Here's what actually solves the problem: learning the skills to book clients first. Then once you have a system that works, you can add tools to support it. But the tools don't create this system, you do. And the fifth purchase is paid marketing when you don't yet know how to turn a lead into a paying client. This is paid ads, an SEO company, some random service promising you more reviews that leads to clients. I get it. These things feel like grown-up moves. You know, the things real businesses do. So you start spending, and you might even get some leads, but here's the part nobody's telling you. Marketing's job is to generate the leads. What books them is what you say. So if the leads are coming in and they're not turning into clients who invest thousands of dollars or more leads won't save you. You'll just have more people telling you no. That's your real constraint, my friend. Not visibility, not traffic, not paying money for leads, because you don't know how to have a conversation that turns an inquiry into a booking. So until you've solved that, every dollar you spend driving more people to a thing that isn't converting is a dollar wasted. started. The first step isn't marketing. It's learning to turn a lead into a client. Then you can pour more fuel on it. Listen, every purchase on this list has one thing in common. It felt like the right move. It felt like progress. But feeling professional and being profitable are two completely different things. The photographers hitting 100K and then flying past that aren't buying their way there with tools and equipment and ads. They're learning and implementing their way there. So listen, if you're ready to finally find out what that looks like for your business, book a call with my team. I'm sticking the link in the description, and let's go change your world and your life and your future together.